Okay, so right now, currently, it's 11:15. Today is May 2nd. I know y'all finna hear the rain and stuff outside. It's raining really, really bad. It's hail and all type of stuff happening. But, I had to record this like 3 times. This is like my third time recording this. It would have been so much better, like the raw and unedited version, but I just started talking and talking and talking, and I swear it just wasn't making any sense. So I just stopped. I just stopped talking. But um I'm recording this because I don't know, I don't care what anybody else is gonna think, honestly, because the only person that could judge me and that I care about how they feel about me is God at the end of the day. And if you don't believe in love, Jesus and God and stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. I was raised to never judge anybody or look at anybody any less if they don't have the same beliefs as me. That's perfectly fine. So if you want to stop watching this video because I said that, that is perfectly fine. But I have not been feeling myself. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just have not been feeling myself. I'm trying to find myself again because all my life, all I have ever been is myself. And I do think that, of course, you get influenced. You see all the internet stuff and you want to do what everybody else doing, or you think, oh, I got to do that because that's what the next person did, or but I also feel like at the end of the day, I always moved how I wanted to move, and I always did what I wanted to do. And I never really cared, but I have cared, but I don't care at the same time. Like, do that make sense what I'm saying? And I was crying. I was crying today because I just feel so lost. I don't know what to do, and I just I've been talking to God. I've been listening. I'm trying to build a better relationship with Him and stuff. Like, because at the end of the day, I always loved and believe in Jesus. But I feel like there's a lot of things that I have done, or a lot of sins that I was doing that did push me away from Him, or people that I was interacting with. Because I have yet to find a significant other or a friend that I want to be around so much that I do find myself being around. That we not sitting up just talking about God. That we not sitting up just talking about all the great things He's done or can do, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to take a step back and just kind of realize, like, I don't think that's the type of person I want to be around. I don't want to. I don't know, because it's like I don't want to talk down to somebody, because don't get me wrong, baby, I love me a good balance. You feel me? I love me a good drink. But this is crazy. Listen to this. So I was in Chicago for 4 months. Drinking and smoking every day. Off the wake up, I'm getting drunk. Just to do it. Just to do it. No reason, just to do it. Because the person I was sitting laying up with, have sex with, that was not my husband, that's what he was doing. So that's what I'm doing. Exactly. What? Why? Why? I don't know. I really don't know why. I don't. And I just, I don't know. And it was crazy. It's not crazy. I keep saying that, but it's not crazy. I think it's just like a slang thing, and I need to watch my words. But when you have faith in God, God is capable of so many things. Why, as soon as I come back to Houston, I don't have a craving to smoke. And what I mean by that is, I don't wake up, oh, okay, babe, let's wake and bake. I don't need to wake and bake to start my day. I don't need to smoke before I do a task. I don't need to smoke before I eat just because, ooh, I'll eat better and this and that. I didn't have the cravings no more. And what a coincidence, I don't have that craving no more as soon as I come back. But that's what I was doing every single day. Because you don't just stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just stop doing that type of stuff. Especially if you're doing it every single day. Especially if it's in your routine. Then don't want to start. I don't want to drink no more. I don't have the urge to drink. I don't want to get drunk. Like, why? Because I feel like God help me with that. You know what I'm saying? So also too, it was, oh, this was so beautiful. I went to the gym because before I left, I used to have a routine. I used to have an amazing routine. I used to get up early, do what I had to do. Basically, I would be done with my whole day because I done did everything that I needed to do. So I had the rest of my day, and it was really beautiful. I love that, but I ruined it myself because I was trying to do something I had no business doing. So I'm going to the gym, right? Haven't been there in a long time. I'm overweight. Not really overweight because I always wanted to gain weight. Um, but I think just hearing people asking me left and right, oh, are you pregnant? Are you this and that? Oh, you know? And it's like, no, it's not none of that. I just gained some weight, you know. That's it. And when I went, I listened to a service. Cause my mom, she'll make us listen to somebody that we listened to growing up, but me and my siblings, we all be going to sleep. Like, we just can't. And it's not that we don't want to hear the word. It's just because how he preaches, it doesn't grasp our attention. And I think for her growing up listening to him, and now that she's older, she's used to it. That's nothing that doesn't shock her. But for us, it's like, I need something to grasp my attention. I need something to understand. I need, you know what I'm saying? So, listen. So I'm on YouTube. I think his name is, let me see real quick. Is, hold on, so sorry. I believe it's Keon. I feel like it's gonna be like the first few things that pop up on my stuff because that's what I've been watching lately. It says Keon Henderson TV. Mind you, I've never really listened to any other person preach besides Charles Stanley. I love his voice. He's so soothing. So mind you, I'm at this gym. I click a random video and it says how to heal because I had so much hurt in my heart, so much hate in my heart, and I don't want to hate. I don't that takes a lot of energy and time. And it's really heavy on your heart and your emotions and stuff like that. So I'm just thinking, oh, this is just an innocent little video. Oh, let's see what he got to say. When I tell y'all, this man had me crying. Not he had me crying. God had me crying because it was really touching everything that I was going through. He was like hitting it down like freaking bowling ball pins, baby. He took that ball and just threw it. He was saying everything. It was so crazy to me. And one thing that really hit me, it was I'm pretty sure I took down in my notes. I don't want to lie and say I did take it in my notes and I did it. But it was, oh, so you know how like right now I'm having a bad day. I've been having a bad day almost every single day, honestly, but I am just so grateful that God is letting me wake up and being able to live another day, honestly. But in the video he said when trouble comes, don't cry. Don't, I mean, you could cry, we're humans, we have emotions. Don't think it's the end of the world or this and that, even though that's literally how I've been acting, because I don't know, I've always been the type of person, it could be stuff happening for months and months and months and months, and I'll have it all built up, and then it's like one more thing come, I'm crying, I'm letting it all out, and after that I'm like, ooh, that felt good, you know, because having all that built up stuff, it's not healthy. But he said when trouble comes, you accept it, you embrace it, and you exceed it. And I thought that was the most beautiful thing to be said, because something stupid or something dumb or something crazy, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna keep happening because some people think God only brings good things, you know, and he do, but listen, Um, Sometimes God has to let you go through things just so you can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to let that friendship, he had to let that girl treat you like that. He had to let that boy treat you like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not the only one, but I said, why? Why did he treat me like that? Why did she treat me like that? I was so nice. I did this because they weren't meant to be in your life. They weren't meant to be with you, period. Because God seen things in the dark that was eventually gonna come to the light. If y'all get what I'm trying to throw. And also too, I feel also too, we take some people for granted. I don't know if y'all ever felt like this. Like, have you ever felt like you met somebody in a time where maybe you weren't put together, but they were just, you felt like, oh, this is like really my person. And yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, the other day when I was looking, when I was watching Keon, because I really, really like him. It's like every time, whatever I'm going through that day or what I was going through yesterday, and I try to pick the most recent video that he posts, and it's like every time I press it and I click on it, he's speaking on everything that I'm going through, and it's not crazy. Oh, and I forgot to add one thing. And tell me why the church is right up the street. He's right up the street. What a coincidence that I'm on YouTube. I'm just whatever, looking up services, scriptures, and that's who I find. So I feel like God wanted me, you know what I'm saying, go to that church and listen to him and stuff like that. So this was titled Take a Deep Breath. And I was like, okay, take a deep breath. What you think? That's what I'm thinking. So it says every time you ask why, it's always God, and you need to ask God to breathe on your mind. Let me ask him right now, actually. God, can you please breathe on my mind? And it says, so these are all just notes I took. It says, where are the instruments? God is the musician. We all have DNA of God in us. We cannot be a peasant because we have the DNA of a king. Stop looking when you have the Spirit of God. And it says 3 things that the Word of God does. It inspires, it's useful, and it equips. And I personally didn't know what equip means, so I went on my way to look up what equip means, and it says supply with the necessary items, and that is exactly what God does. When you're lost and you don't know what to do and you're reading, it gives you necessary information to help with what you got going on. You cannot go without breath, aka God, because God, we take breathing for granted, but it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. And it says we take breathing for granted until we need it. Also, another thing, I didn't write it down, but this is another thing that I had heard when he was talking about breath. He's like, when you yawn, you're not tired. You just need a breathe. You need to breathe. God is giving you oxygen. That deep breath. You need it. You need more air from him. You need something, and he giving it to you. And I just thought that was so beautiful. Like, I literally was crying that day. And it's crazy. That's when how I'm feeling right now. That's how that situation has started. Like, as soon as that service, and it didn't make sense to me. I was like, how did I go from listening to a beautiful service, feeling so happy, having a great day, and it just, everything just went down here from there until that day. And then this is what I seen. It says moments before a miracle. I don't know why my phone just randomly turned. I thought somebody had texted me. So it says, moments before a miracle. It says, what's the difference between a moment and a minute? And I was thinking that too. Because we do be saying, oh, give me a minute. Oh, give me a moment. We say that, right? A minute is 60 seconds. Okay. So what is a moment? And it says a moment starts, a moment ends. Stay with me though. Present or present. God is already there when the present is happening. Most of the enemies who come for you only come because they see you as competition. You cannot stay in Egypt when God promises you with the promised land. You have to be willing to leave things and people behind. I cannot stress this enough. I remember in high school, oh my gosh, like everybody knew me. Even though I wasn't friends with them, everybody knew me because of my spirit, my confidence, how I was, how I carried myself. Who couldn't have known me? And I just remember at one point, like, oh yeah, I'm cool with that person. Oh yeah, I'm cool with that person. Oh, that's my friend. That's my... No. Guess what? I don't talk to nobody from high school. And it's crazy, but not crazy to me because it's a lot of people that I'm like, oh, we would never stop talking. We'll never stop kicking it. Like, that's really, we go way back. Ooh, this and that. Deep down inside, people don't like you. They only see you for one thing. I had a whole group of homies. Guess what? They always just waiting in line just to on me. That's it. Literally, bro, I have not told nobody this story. This was probably one of the craziest things that I think I've dealt with. So I had a friend, mind you, 7th grade. That's when I first had moved to where I had moved a whole new town. I started, you feel me? I get recognized, mind you. This is when I wasn't even looking at my body or anything like that, but I guess I got attention because they're like she got a body, she got a shape. Mind you, we only in 7th grade, so horny whole bunch of little boys. But eventually I started to hang out with them. I started to become friends with them. I became a best friend with somebody. And so tell me why moving forward, we did like each other at some points like that. But I for some reason I stopped liking him. I didn't have a crush on him anymore. Like that's not somebody that I was attracted to anymore or something like that. Like I don't know. I just wasn't attracted to him by any means. And I felt like he was still attracted to me. We got to a big argument, stopped being cool. I reached out to him because for some reason he was on my mind. I do that a lot. When people are on my mind, I don't care. I reach out because you're on my mind for a reason. Either you thinking about me while I'm thinking about you, which 9 times out of 10 it always be that, or they was thinking about me, or some, I don't know. Life is too short, so I just reach out and we rekindled. Okay, so I'm in Chicago, right? I was there for a minute and I was leaving. So I guess me and him didn't have any time to hang out or anything like that. And he told me, oh, I'll take you shopping. I'll get you clothes. Don't go. Ooh, this and that. Oh, I got a job and all the stuff. And I'm like, nah, bro, it's cool. You straight, bro. Like, just next time. And just kept begging and begging. So I'm like, okay. So I asked my mom and my grandma, right? I'm like, such and such said this, but I just want to go home. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, girl, what you mean? Oh, somebody said they want to take you shopping. Oh, you do that. Okay, I take him back on his offer, right? Y'all, tell me why. I'm the type of person when I tell a story, I have to tell you every little detail so you can hear and see where I'm coming from. So, mind you, he's off. He told me he's off. He was going to give me at 4 o'clock. He gets me at 7 o'clock. But I'm not stressing because I'm like, oh, we still got a whole day to go to the mall and stuff like that. I ain't stressing it. So I slowly started to notice he wasn't acting like my friend. Like something was off. It was weird. I'm like, oh, so who you been messing with? Da, da, da. Nobody, nothing. I'm like, fuck? Like, I'm thinking we finna have bro talk. You feel me? He acting weird, stuck up. I'm like, okay. Then some people call his phone. Woo, what you want? He nothing. Oh, I can't hang out. And I'm like, what you mean we can't hang out? Like, we not doing nothing. Cause that's how it always used to be. The bros call up. Oh, okay, I'm with Shy. Woo, we finna pull up, and we all kicking on some cool shit. So why all of a sudden we can't kick it? See, stay with me. I'm starting to put everything together, right? So I'm like taking all these notes, but I'm not trying to think that deep into it. And I've always been a person, I talk. That's always been me. I'm always going to say what's on my mind. I always, so mind you, fast forward, we go get some alcohol. Because he was like, oh, you want a drink? I'm like, yeah, because I felt bad because he couldn't smoke. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. We could drink. Cool. Whatever. We at his house. We watch TV. We eat, and I'm just talking like I always do, like with my friend. Like, why wouldn't I be able to talk to my friend? And he was just like, you talk a lot. Oh, that one really took me for a minute because I was just like, what? Like, that was his way of kind of telling me to shut up. And then I'm, taking my time, sipping my alcohol, this and that. He's like, you're barely drinking it. Like, why are you all of a sudden so intrigued with me trying to hurry up and finish my drink? Stay with me though. So I started putting two together. I'm like, oh, so he want to freak on me. That's where this night was gonna go. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, this needs to go two ways. I can just get really, really drunk and let it happen and don't remember, or I can just call him out on his bullshit. But I didn't. So I finished my drink. We go to the bed or whatever. Nothing really happened. I think we quick kissed a little bit, and then I just started getting really, really hot. My head started hurting, so I got off top of him like, hey, like, my head hurt. Give me some water. Like, I promise I'm gonna get back up. Y'all, I went to sleep. Because I was tired. I went to sleep. I wake up. Biggest attitude. So rude, so mean. I even try to, like, isolate myself in the front. Follows me in the front. Has his clothes on. And I'm like, and he did tell me he had to do something, right? At like 2. So I'm like, oh, okay, we still got time to go to the mall, all this stuff. Oh, I got something else to do at this time. Okay. You know what? It's all starting to make sense now. So you're that desperate and you're that low in life that you are going to get one of your bestest of friends drunk so you can have sex with them. And this is somebody I used to tell my boy problems to, all this stuff, and I just had to sit there like, he was the last person that I would have ever thought would do some crazy shit like that. Because it's like, this is the same person that would tell me what another dude was doing and why they couldn't kick it with him because they was on some rape and stuff and on some weird stuff. But yet you're doing it now. So it was crazy to me, having to sit back and realize that, and what people's real intentions were with me, and not knowing that everybody's intentions is not pure at all. And I instantly blocked him. And you want to know how I knew he messed up? Why are you already messaging me on another account? Probably said some hurtful things because he ended up deleting it. But me and you both knew you did something you had no business doing. Why? Anywho, God said, I'm not starting off with a testimony, but the praising you have to have faith to praise. When people reject you, they are rejecting you because they're rejecting themselves. We are kings and queens. Slaves always reject us. And then it says, no secret. It's no secret what God can do. And it says, their rejection of your gift is not an appraisal of your worth. So I didn't know what appraisal means, so I looked it up. And it says, an expert estimate of the value of something. So basically, like, the value of our worth and stuff like that. It says, don't ignore me because you don't know me. Be nice to everyone. So basically, you have to, and I'm doing better with that, you have to be really nice. You don't know who God sent, who, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. God protects you because you don't have the strength to do it yourself. So God is always with us, no matter what. No matter what. That's the best thing about it. God will love you unconditionally. Do you know any man or any boy that has ever done that for you? Any friend? Anyone? Anyone? No, right? Yeah, I thought so. It says the more unwanted you are, the more necessary you will be. So that friend might not need you in that moment. That boy might not need you in that moment. Anybody might not need you in that moment. But guess what? When they do need you, they don't need you now, but they will. Be careful who you can be treating. You might be treating an angel bad. If you are everyone's taste, you're cheap. If everyone can afford you, you're cheap. Stand bold to be by yourself. And I think when he said, because I think also too, like, I don't know about y'all, but I know when somebody like don't want to be my friend, or they don't want to talk to me, or this and that. Why? What am I doing wrong? What did I do? But then I have to sit back and think about it. It's not me. People project and people do things just because they see that you have something within yourself that they wish that they had. They see how people act towards you. They see, and that's just how I am. No matter where I go, I bring a light. I attract people to me. People want to know about me. People are fascinated with me. Why? I don't know. Actually, I do know, because I'm that girl. God snap when making me. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. And it says, I don't care if you don't like me, because guess what? Sometimes I don't like myself, but that's all going to change because I'm going to be in my moment. It's going to be my moment. It says, they cried out to you, God, and the angels appeared. Hebrew. They got on the same page and he came. So basically when he was talking about this, he was saying how it would be people that will cry out to God, and what it means is cry is like, it means assemble, basically like praising. So in Hebrew, he was saying when they were saying crying, it's not like crying. They were, God, please, God, come, God, you know that. They're praising, they're crying to him. And basically where he went with that was that God didn't come because they was crying to him. He came because they was praising him. They had faith in him. They wasn't just randomly asking him, oh God, I'm having a bad day, you know, just stuff like that. But you still can, not, you know, and sometimes God leaves it up to you to figure it out. And it says sometimes God can't help you because you're surrounded by people who are on the same page. And that's why I feel like I'm going through what I'm going through right now, because I'm trying to do things different and I'm trying to move different and change my mindset, and I can't have the same people around while trying to do that. So I think that's also too why I'm cutting people off left and right. And it says, I don't want nobody in my life I can't worship with. You gotta find your together people. How do I treat my business while I'm asking for my client's exposure? How do I treat people when I ask to be arched? Wait, what? How do I treat people when I ask to be around better people? How do I treat others' properties rather than when I became an owner? So this part, he ate with this part, I ain't gonna lie. He was saying basically, you asking God for a better house, a better car, a better TV, all that, right? How are you treating that car? How are you treating your house? How are you treating that TV? So why would God bless you with something better and you're not even treating with what you have now like it matters? You're not even treating that boy that you with right. You're not even treating You get where I'm going at. You're not treating that friendship as if you want better, more friendships, better, stuff like that. And he ate with that one. I ain't gonna lie. He ate with that one. If you are undeveloped, you still have time. It's amazing how you can know what's wrong but not fix it. This is the last page of my notes. If they don't love themselves, what makes you think they can love you? It's so mind blowing because I just think of so many things. How could I have a friendship and my friend is going through mental illness and I'm expecting all these things from her? She barely can give it to herself. How can I ask that boy to do this and this and the third and he's barely doing it for himself? Right? It don't make sense, do it? When I'm grateful, everything around me is gratitude. Okay. And one of the last things I wrote is gotta get out that thorn stage and get to the branch stage. God only makes you a branch so you can serve. When it's your moment, you may not get a thank you. When it's your moment, that's when people ask you for this stuff the most. People see you in your moment. They see you in your moment, and that's when they want to come around. That's when they want to mess with you. That's when they want to do all these things with you. But where was you at when I wasn't in my moment, And also, too, I think I'd be looking for somebody to always pat me on the back and always say, like, oh, congratulations, oh, this and that, oh, this, this and stuff, and I get hurt. But I need to change my mindset, and I need to stop doing that because are you doing it for them or are you doing it for God? Are you doing it for yourself? Who are you doing it for at this point? Whose validation are you looking for? Why? Who are these people to you? It's just, But that actually made me feel a little bit better, honestly, talking about this stuff. But yeah, for a week or two, mentally, I just have not been in the right. I just haven't been happy. If I'm being honest, I'm happy that God has let me wake up and live another day, and I'm just trying to do great. I'm just trying to do better. I just been so lazy. I just been in my room. I isolated myself in here. And it's like when I want to start doing something, I don't have the motivation to do it. I don't. And I just feel so useless and I don't feel myself because I don't know. But I know at the end it's all gonna make sense and I just need to let time do its thing. But I'm not gonna lie, I had some thoughts that I never would have thought that would even cross my mind. But nobody can help me but God, if I'm being honest. I'm just being vulnerable and telling y'all this because I know people be going through stuff and they don't even talk about it. And I know I'm one of them people that people will never think that, oh, she going through that, Because when you have a personality like me or you're outgoing like me and just always good spirits, people will never think there's anything wrong with you. But with that being said, I know it's gonna get better. I have faith in God that it's gonna get better. And I just know everything at the end of the day is all gonna work out for me. And I'm gonna understand sooner or later. I just don't got the answers right now. I'm so lost. I'm gonna be honest, I'm lost. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. I pray that God guides me. Do what I need to do. I'm so tired of sitting in my room and just and just sleeping my day away because I'm so sad. I don't even want to be up. I don't even want to be up. I don't even be having the motivation to study. Like, I don't have motivation to study, bro. And I be trying to tell myself, but you gotta do that. You have to, you know what I'm saying? But it's how I even was thinking about taking a break from lashing because it's like I'm mentally not in the right headspace. Why would I want to push that energy off onto somebody else just to make some money? And I wanna do 100% of my craft. So it's so much back and forth. It's like push through it, take a break, focus on you, push through it, you know? And it's just, I don't know. And then too, that's like the only way I make money, honestly, because I don't like working. Every time I get a job, it don't end well. I just think I really wasn't built to work for other people. If any, I'm a boss. I have a manager mentality. I have an entrepreneur mentality. I believe in treating people equal. And every time I get a job, that's not what's given. But I just sat back and I was like, you know what? I gotta stack my bread up. I gotta um just do me. If I'm be honest, I think so. I really have to do and be ducked off for a minute and just do what I gotta do. But then it's like you stopping that. I don't even know. I really don't know. Just it's just a lot. It's a lot. But God doesn't put you in situations that you cannot handle. So I keep trying to remember that and have faith, but it's like I'm still human. I'm still cry. I'm still feel these feelings that I have. Like after I get off of this, I feel like what I'm gonna do. Probably go to sleep because I don't want to be up. I don't know. I really don't know. But all I know is nobody got me like God got me, and nobody got me like God got me. I know that's for sure. I know that's for sure. But all that being said, I'm gonna end it here. My head is starting to hurt. I've been talking for quite some time, and I'm gonna leave it at that.